Hello and welcome to a brand new episode of Black, White, and Red All Over. I'm Victor Dandridge, the hardest working man in comics.
Ryan Seymour, king of Comic Town here in Columbus, Ohio.
Yes, we are here. It's a brand new week, and we are going to speak on some amazing books that we have geeked out about. It's been amazing.
Yes.
What again, no DC.
Thanks, FedEx. So I would have totally done Batman. It's the start of the new story arc.
Right?
Zardowski's writing it. So.
And yet, no, we don't have any.
No Batman.
We can't. But we still had full range of so many books. Like, it's kind of ridiculous.
Yes.
Literally, what do we have that's the same? 3?
Yeah, 3.
3 books out of all the ones that we've got here. So, plenty of stuff to read. Let's talk about it so we can make sure that you're reading the best stuff.
Yes.
Okay, so on our Goodreads that you should read, we've got one that's the same.
Yes.
Where do you want to start?
Avengers Forever has been one that has consistently been good, consistently given different ideas and what if type stuff.
Very much so. Huge what if vibes. It's amazing. Avengers Forever number 7. We've got Jason Aaron, Aaron Cooter. So it's like an Aaron and Aaron. Yeah. It's kind of crazy. So this one, the many different versions of Steve Rogers. As you can see here, this would be them.
Yeah.
In different ways. That one. Oh my God.
It's kind of...
Oh yeah. This one, let me just show you.
Whoa.
And that becomes something amazing. This issue is a brilliant sort of psychological build-up piece. It's very much like that scene in... V for Vendetta, when they're trying to make sure Natalie Portman's character is on board with the plan.
Yeah.
That's what that felt like.
Oh. As
a whole issue. So super dope, amazing, and the end result, I can't wait. This one, okay. There's a lot of conversation about the What If Miles Morales series and whether or not that is portraying various versions of Miles Morales with any sort of authenticity, we'll say. And when a book like this comes out that shows varying degrees or portrayals of Steve Rogers, some with a very, rebel, kick-ass sort of mindset, one with a very broken, I'm insecure mindset, and yet none of them felt like they were mocking. It makes it really difficult to look upon the What If Miles Morales series and not go, yeah, you are mocking, because this is a version of such a thing that's done better. So it's an interesting sort of twist there. I don't know. If Aaron covers a Miles Morales issue, we'll really be able to juxtapose those. But right now,
because that one Asgardian issue was
it's a little tricky. Yeah. And I read a little bit of the newest one, and it's still kind of
it's
a different writer, totally different writer. So you kind of have to look at editorial and go, guys.
Yeah, could you have not... it's Miles Morales.
Right.
You have to be able to just throw that out there, and there's going to be a bunch of high-quality scripts ready to be tossed your way. But
just saying. Okay, what are you going to do? What are you going to do?
I'm finishing it.
Yes! Give it to us.
From Behemoth Comics, All Hail Behemoth, Heavy Metal Drummer. This is one that I have reviewed every issue.
That's right.
Because it is the most metal book that I have read in a while. All right, so we've got created and written by Kiefer Finlow and Emiliano Pliskin. We got colored by Lucas Vasayo and Tokebi. It's like a freaking blacklight poster.
Love it.
It is just in your face the entire, as much as I love Tamriel Villain,
might have a contender?
Because this color-wise is just amazing. It
is perfect.
And then we got art by Luca Vasayo. All right, so we finally get a little bit more understanding of the situation.
Yeah.
But not enough that we're left with oh, yeah, that makes perfect sense, because it doesn't.
Yes.
It is 2 warring factions of interdimensional beings. One, I think, is like a mold or a fungus that has sentience that can appear like humans or cats or a Shoggoth.
Okay.
And they're trying to do something with humans that isn't good because they end up killing humans to, I don't know, whatever.
That's not okay.
And then there's this other group that just is blacklight poster, psychedelic. That's it. And they've got this dude, a heavy metal drummer from band, and I'm pretty sure he wears a Black Sabbath t-shirt, but I'm thinking he listens more to Born Again era Black Sabbath.
Okay, all right.
But that's just me guessing. So they have him to play the song of their demise, which is basically him just hunting them down and killing them. And in return, he's given bliss. And a freaking sweet katana.
Oh, that's amazing!
It is just crazy, over-the-top stuff that you would expect to find, like, in just the most unsane metal lyrics.
I love it.
Like, I absolutely love it. It's just, if you like heavy metal, like the magazine heavy metal, and heavy metal also, I highly recommend.
So, this was the last issue?
Of the first story arc, apparently.
Okay. And overall, like...
It was his grandma.
So that was real?
Yeah.
You said the last issue. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wait. And this, if this is true.
Wait.
Right?
Okay. All right. I'm back on. I'm doing it. I'm jumping back in. Okay. Since you invoked the name of Tamriel Villain. Once in Future 27. Kieran Gillen, Dan Mora, Tamriel Villain. Now, I jumped off of this as a monthly because what happened was something else had come out. Like, I had picked as many books as I could, and then I had to make a choice. Yeah. So I was giving some new books a chance versus one that I had been reading. But last week, before I left, I read the first arc. Again, I have the trade paperback at home, and I was just like, I want to read this again. So I did, and I was like, this is so good.
Right?
Like, I had forgotten how great it is.
When you can sit and just take it all in at one time. Just awesome.
Amazing. So when I saw that this was, I was like, well, I guess that's Providence. I'm supposed to pick this up. This is an interesting issue. Okay. As issue 27, it seems sort of like it's recapping some things, which is kind of interesting, right? Like, I'm very lucky that that's the case. But there's a lot of stuff going on. There's multiple Arthurs.
Yeah.
The Sword and Stone is out. Like, it's available. Let me say it like that. And it's now the war to try to see who's going to be the true king who gets to pull the sword. And the key piece is that there's a group of people that are desperate to stop that from happening. Yeah. While there's an individual that is seeking the Holy Grail and trying to heal themselves for other story properties. And it's going to change the dynamic of this team structure. A character that has been in the book from the beginning is now changing sides.
Wow. Because
So, I mean, epic storytelling. The art is beautiful. Lots of action. It's very fast. Definitely, I don't recommend you jumping on this one. Find the trades that have come out. At this point, what is it? It's like 4 or 5 of them at this point.
Yeah, something like that. I think
okay,
4.
so
4 definitely.
Yeah, so you've got plenty of stuff to read to get you in the know before you grab this one, but man, is this series good. You know it's good if you can just, like, be off of it for months at a time. I might have been off it for a full year and jump in and I'm like, yep, amazing. Still love Duncan, but Gran is still my favorite.
Yeah, Gran is the absolute bee's knees.
She's hardcore. Helen Mirren, I want her to play that. Pretty please? That's all I'm asking.
Alrighty.
All right, we wrap this up. Oh, wait, you do have... Oh, that's right.
But it's going to be a quick one. All right.
Okay.
1313, Promethee from Ablaze Comics. Everybody. Writer Andrew Diggle, artist Sean Martinborough, colors Dave Stewart, letters Simon Bolin. So this one...
Diggle. I haven't seen him do stuff in a while.
Right? And it's like quiet. Ablaze didn't like super hammer away.
Yeah.
I think there might have been a full page ad in previews, but outside of that, kind of quiet for it. And I trust Diggle. So I gave it a read. Art, really, really cool.
That is good.
Lettering, awesome.
Wait, who's the artist?
It is...
Because it looks like Charlie Adlard stuff, but...
It's got that vibe to it. Yeah, it's Sean Martin.
Oh, okay.
And it's this really cool kind of X-Files-ish in a way. There's a woman who claimed as a child she was taken up in a spaceship. Did she not? Who knows? And since then, she's had the ability to predict things. Whether or not they come true, we don't know yet. Okay. And it's this really... The way the Diggle weaves like verses from the Book of Revelations in with like this alien apocalypse it's just this really, really
That
cool
looks
sort
brilliant.
of. Yeah, no, it's this. If you're into ancient aliens, you're into conspiracy theories, you're into not. If you've watched the show Nostradamus Effect, which stopped after it didn't happen, I really, really recommend it because it's got that sort of vibe to it. There's a conspiracy that's taking place. There's the end of the world, maybe. There's aliens. So yeah,
okay. This is going to sound like a weird compliment, but I love the design of the page. The amount of white space that they have, like it's not a full bleed page, but the centering of it is graphically super dynamic. I really like that.
Yeah, it's really nice. And the paper stock is just light years beyond Marvel's at this point.
Things to see, learn from, check out. Okay, Image Comics, Starhenge, Book 1, The Dragon and the Boar by Liam Sharp. If you looked at this cover and you got Meta Barons vibes, 1,000,000%.
Yep.
Exactly where you're supposed to be. That is what this is. Like, it is the new wave of that. And considering that I just lost his name. Jord, the artist of Meta Barons, just recently passed, like last year or earlier this year.
Jordowski?
I think so. Yeah. So, like, with all due respect, Liam, you are the heir to that because you stepped into that space like divinely. It's beautiful.
Yeah.
It almost like I'm gonna say it.
Mm-hmm.
We don't deserve to get it in this regular issue format. Like, this should be as many pages as it is. It should be a hardcover.
Yeah.
Like, off rip, maybe a little oversized, as an album, as they say in French comics. Because man, this is gorgeous.
Yeah, it's one of the few books that I would actively say, you know what? Let's do that giant prestige like black label.
And you're
format.
normally like, nah, we don't do that.
I hate that. Don't this one. Yeah,
This one, yeah. Oh my god, this is beautiful.
The art is just. God, I hope the entire miniseries is done.
Yeah.
Because I don't want to wait more than a month in between.
Yes.
And it's got to take forever to do this style of art.
It does.
And essentially, he's writing.
Yeah.
He's illustrating.
Yeah.
And he's lettering it himself.
Yeah. Like, he's doing it all. He's doing the Lord's work. This is beautiful, without question. Okay, so this is an epic. Okay, we're talking transitions through time, space, the ideas of magic, technology, being at war with one another, and humanity caught in between. Like, this is going to be something incredible. It's either going to be incredible or it's going to fail because it's going to go over people's heads in such a massive way that, like, only like the really cool dude in a college that smokes a lot of weed is going to know about it and like put you onto it.
Yeah.
I hope it's the former. I really do. But there is always that back door for like some dude named Boner that's just going to... Oh, you like comics, do you? You ever read the real stuff? No? Starhenge, son. Like, that's... Like, he's going to have a Starhenge tattoo. And you're going to be like, what is that? And you're like, let me tell you.
Sit down, child.
Let me...
Yeah, because this is just... It's funny because it ties in similar to Once and Future, where there's... God.
You can't say that, but you're right. It does. Yeah. It does. It's got hints of mythology into it. Like, it's kind of brilliant. There's a love story, love lost story, cyberpunk, techno, like everything. It's kind of dope.
Because when it got to the point that I figured out how they were referencing the future, in terms of, because there's always these time travel like shows and movies like, oh well, if we go back in time and we do this
will happen. This won't happen. Technically, we did that.
Yeah.
So it's fine.
And
amazing.
Forcing things into the realm of myth.
Yes.
And
exactly. But you're not wrong.
Yeah.
And I love the idea of story being its own kind of magic, and that becomes like a centerpiece. Like that.
Really, really good stuff.
Yes, it's really good. Now, considering how much we're praising it, and it's on the Goodreads you should read,
you ain't ready.
Yeah, baby.
I would pause the video.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
Go get another glass of Hawaiian punch.
Yeah, and a Twinkie, because you'll need it. Because what we're about to show you is sweet.
Yes.
Okay, where do you want to start? You got your AfterShock. You got my AfterShock.
Yeah. All right. Let's do the AfterShock first.
Let's do it.
Oh,
You go first. 'Cause
okay, yeah.
That looks beautiful.
All right, from AfterShock Comics, Ed
Yes.
Brisson, Gavin Goodry. There is something wrong with Patrick Todd, and it takes some of my favorite things: psychic mind control, crime, conspiracy, and Nova Scotia, and gives us a book. There was a No, I'll say that story for later.
Okay, all right, fair game.
All right, so this one starts off with a bank robbery.
Jeez.
And it's so polite and threatening at the same time. And it's how to there's this person, Patrick Todd.
Yes.
They have the ability, and this isn't going to spoil anything, that he can make people, like he has mind control.
Okay.
He'd be like, Jeremy, stop videotaping Vic and making those weird, creepy things you put on the internet. No, don't. Keep doing that.
Oh, no!
And, like, it kind of gives a snapshot of his life and how he's doing things and his morality and his ethics, because when you make people rob banks for you, there's got to be...
That's clever.
And then it gets into this really, really weird, deeper... There is some crazy story that's about to get hit. And, yeah.
Oh, that looks dark.
Yeah.
Okay.
But it's like...
All right.
Simultaneously very lighthearted, because it's like this kid and he's just trying to do the best he can for his family,
right,
with his unique gifts, and there's apparently some more stuff coming down the pipeline.
So here's an interesting thing, because I think that's such a very kid thing to do. If you were a kid and you can make people do things however you want to, I think the idea of having someone rob a bank is very childish versus going into the bank and going to the bank manager and go, hey, legitimately give me the money. Like, figure it out. Figure out how I'm supposed to get this, but give me this much money.
Yeah, I would like to empty my savings account.
Yeah, and I think there should be this much in there. Oh, yes, sir, right away. I think that's such a fun sort of presentation that, like, here is this godlike power wielded by a child, and this is the showcase of why that's childish.
Yeah.
Honest, authentic, but childish.
Yeah.
I respect it.
It's not sustainable.
Right.
Well, I mean, it is the way he's going about it. It kind of is, but the cops are going to figure out at some point.
At some point. But then, I mean, would you believe it? Like, amazing.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. Astronaut Down number 2. James Patrick, Rabin on art. Okay, so issue 1, we know that on this Earth, there's this environmental cancer that has corrupted, destroyed so much, where there's now like state cities that are existing, and their last ditch effort to save everything is to use these astronauts to project into the metaverse, so to speak, in order to attach their consciousness to a version of themselves in another reality.
So cool.
It's mad cool. We end off where 3 astronauts have gone into the void. 2 of them immediately die. One of them survives, but he has overshot their target area immensely. So far, like, they don't even have a designation for the space that he's in.
Yeah.
They don't know.
It's such a cool...
We see where he ends up. And it is potentially one of the worst places that he could have ever been.
Wow.
I can't tell you anything about this without spoiling it. Like, I can't tell you a single thing, but man, the dilemma that he now faces, you can't even imagine.
This is such a cool concept.
It is amazing, and it is brought to life even better in this issue. Like, I dug the first issue.
No, the first issue was amazing.
Great concept. This one, I'm like, oh, that's dangerous.
Yeah.
That is... I don't know.
Right.
Like, that's...
It's like Sliders or Quantum Leap.
Yes.
But like, this is our way, 12 Monkeys style. Like, we're going to go into this other reality, this other dimension, this other form, and we're going to try to prevent what's...
Well, there's something that he's supposed to get. And we don't exactly know what it is.
Yeah.
He's supposed to get it, send it back. The process of sending it back, as they said in the first issue, will kill him.
Yeah.
It's complicated in this book. Like, it's one of those things where the thing that will make you the hero for a good minute will make you the villain for a whole world of people. And what do? Like, even as you're trying to save them, they're going to hate you for a bit because they can't understand.
Yeah.
Amazing.
So good.
That's
Yeah, go forth, buy them, and it's number one for this one. Number one for this one. There's a quantity that retailers can order that they get returnability.
Come on.
So I highly recommend hitting your local shop and getting these while you can.
Right now, please.
Fudge sickles. I don't like.
So, I told you I met James at MegaCon.
Yep.
Did a panel with him, and he was an absolute delight.
Yeah.
I've changed my mind. The man is a monster. He has to be.
There's something.
No. He's got to be pure evil in the most cuddliest form ever to exist, because, hey man, you go from something's killing the children, which by like the title alone, you're like, oh, that's horrible. Fantastic series. This is way worse. Way worse.
Because right. So, you've all read the first issue. If you haven't, shame on you.
Yeah.
The closet is referential to like a closet in a kid's room.
Yes.
It is this family on the rocks, and they're moving across the country to try to restart their lives, and that'll magically make everything better, because that's not how it works.
Yeah.
And
his dreams don't come true.
Yeah.
Sorry.
And this kid's convinced there's a monster in his closet. And as far as we know, yes.
Yes, there is.
He's 100% right.
1,000,000%. Give him his due. As we are...
The family dynamic.
Yes.
Like there's the two stories going on, and they kind of like, merge into one. And man, you find out more about this kid's family, and
this kid he's running uphill here, man. Like it's stacked against him for the family dynamics alone. Yeah. Right? Like, I mean, he's uprooted from the home that he's known.
And he's four.
Yeah, like his whole life, right? Now, granted, there's something scary back there, but
it's still your home.
It's still his house, man. Like, that's... His parents, man, like... I don't even know. Listen, having an uncle like that, though, having a friend that will
tell you,
man...
Yeah, point blank. This interaction between the father, his friend, who's kind of like uncle to this kid. Yeah. Man, they need to live closer to him.
Oh my god!
The family shouldn't have moved there. They should have moved to that town.
Yes, because the truth he is telling. Mm-hmm. This is one of those friends that takes you out into the middle of nowhere, tells you, like, he drives, tells you what it is, and is like, now you can either adjust it and ride back home with me, or you can walk home. Like, I'll let you. It's up to you. Yeah. Like, he's that dude, and that's brilliant. The way that we get such a beautiful uncovering of what actually has been affecting their film. Because, like, when the first issue happens, we kind of side with the dad a little bit, like, Mom, why are you so uptight? Why are you being this way?
And then James is like, no, you sided with the wrong person. Because now I'm like,
let me tell you. Rude.
Yeah.
Just
rude. The way it's told in this, too, is fantastic. Because and this is going to sound weird. I love that there is not a page turn reveal. I love that it is just
it's there,
staring you in the face, and you're like trying to finish that page, and because it's like you're there. This is the door slowly opening, where it's just sitting there, and you're like, God damn it.
Mm-hmm. This is the part that messed me up, though. If I'm being honest, it's the timing of this moment to that moment. Yeah. I'm like, didn't you see it? You don't... It's right there. Right? Like, you just... no. He tried. He so tried. Right. Like, I wanted it to work.
That makes it so much scarier, because it's not here. It's oh my gosh. And
then he's able to, and then he's not.
Yeah.
And that's just...
Oh my gosh, it's like a nightmare. Like that you would have where just
that last page. Hey man, I hate you. How dare you I gotta go home and I don't even...
Yeah, so if you've been reading Something's Killing the Children and you've thought, man, it's too perky, this is the book for you.
Put yourself in the closet, okay? And you'll take all that optimism and and choke on it.
Yeah, Jiminy Christmas.
Oh my god, this one.
Yeah, and there's just
creepy, man. Creepy in a way that I don't. that creepy doesn't count. Like it's not even a hard enough word to describe what that is.
Yeah,
I'm grown, okay? I shouldn't be feeling this way. Like I'm a grown man. I'm supposed to be able to go home and tell my children everything's okay.
Yeah.
And now I'm like, I'm not sure.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know.
That monster, like it.
Kill it with fire. Kill it with fire.
I don't know if you can.
I don't either. That's the part that makes it so messed up.
And we don't even know what it wants. Like that's. Oh.
That's what makes it so bad. Okay. He's back.
Mm-hmm.
He's back. Ladies and gentlemen, Mark Miller has returned with Matteo Buffagni. I think that's how you say that.
I believe so.
And not only is Mark returning, he's bringing back one of the most dynamic characters for Black readership. I said it and I meant it. I need more of us to be cosplaying as Mr. Edison Crane. The book is Prodigy. This one's issue 1 of the Icarus Society, which, if I could, the way that I'm shaping this in my mind is if Moriarty built a court of owls.
Yes.
There you go. Like that's the way I'm looking at this. Like, I think the character that we've been introduced to is not the worst one.
He's probably just the one in front.
But Lord, is he deranged? Okay.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
Like this. Okay, first of all, I do believe that the request for John Boyega to play Edison Crane has been made visually.
Yeah.
And I co-sign this. I want that. Please. Pretty please. Netflix, make that happen. Everything in this is so wonderfully bombastic.
Yes. What I like, and the one complaint that people had in terms of the first volume of Prodigy was Edison is too unbeatable. Because, all right, if you haven't read the first one, Edison Crane is arguably, up until this point, the smartest person in the world. And, like, by ridiculous leaps and bounds.
Yeah.
He's self-made billionaire.
It actually says it on the back. Look at that.
Oh, yeah. Right there. Scientist, adventurer, martial artist, part-time secret agent. Like he's that smart and that physically capable. He can do everything.
Literally.
And the problem is, when you're that good, it's tough to find problems. So it's like that Superman principle. Except in this, Mark's like, oh, perhaps there will be problems. And yeah, the Moriarty, like, society of evil is, oh my gosh. Which is even referenced in it, where he's like,
totally is.
Totally
is. I think I figured out something. I'm not even going to, that would, Mark, if you did that, I will high five you when I see you, and it'll be such a good one. Again, like, it's the skill set of this world building is amazing. I hosted a panel this weekend in terms of writing for comics, and someone made the observation of OP characters and how do you keep a character from being OP? And I'm like, I personally don't believe in a character being overpowered. It's the challenge of the writer to find a way to tell something interesting about them anyway. Like that's the challenge. And I think that the first Prodigy series lives up to that. And I literally think this is going to exceed that in such a way that for what I believe is coming, oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.
Yeah. Because it is Sherlock Holmes versus Moriarty and his crew of, like, other next level OP villains.
Like,
and
super bad.
Because Edison gets put in this position where you've got a clock, you've got this thing you got to do.
You got this long to do it. Make it happen.
Yeah.
And is it something that you want to do? Absolutely not.
Yes.
Absolutely not. I will ask this, though. Considering this person's motivations, did she get her money's worth? I think she did. Like, I feel like...
Is she a tool of the group, or is she a part of the group? Because that kind of...
That is a question. That is a question.
Because but she was able to get through all of Edison's, like...
I mean, look at her, though. Yeah, I get that.
Yeah.
But what I mean, though, is like... Was it worth it to her? Like, is she... At the end, she's like, hey, listen. I know you was going to kill him, but... Maybe... I can... Date number 2. Let me get, like, 3 dates. Let me get 3.
Get 3. That's it.
That's all I'm saying. Like, it's 10 million. Like, let me get 3 dates.
This was so much fun, and I want to. This can't be the only Herculean task,
right?
Like this group of villains, the Icarus Society, has to have a whole bunch of other stuff planned.
Yes,
and
so much. Do you think? Okay, Mark, because we're friends, I'm going to ask you, and I only want a yes or no answer to this. Do you have a notebook full of just the wildest things that Edison Crane can do? Because this, like the idea of what he's doing here, is so outlandish and yet brilliant.
Yeah.
I'm like, but why?
Yeah.
And then it culminates into a joke. Like, wow.
Yeah. Yeah. Nobody thinks that person.
Like, that's insane. Absolutely insane.
Yeah. This is an evolution of the character and the world that he's in.
Mm-hmm.
And just, this is what I want. Like, it's yeah. What do you do with Superman?
Right.
Well, what do you do with this guy? And you've got these challenges, and
you know what?
He's trying and he's failing.
Absolutely.
With the different inventions that
oh my about. God, that was
such
a cool idea. What I really like about this artistically is that there are very few super crazy angles or shots.
Yeah.
And the reason why I'm so enamored with that is Mateo's storytelling, and clearly, I mean, he's working with one of the best storytellers of our age, shows you that you can do action, big action, without having to make it extreme.
Yeah.
Like, this is solid. Like, you could theoretically look at this and go, you could shoot this movie.
Yeah.
There's nothing in here that would be like crazy budget-breaking shots.
Yeah.
Which is important because the cinematics of this are on fire. Like, when it comes to writing, though, Mark kind of wrote the book on cinematic storytelling. I mean, ultimates, so many different things. So this is...
the hands.
I know! Like, what... Is that true?
I don't know.
I gotta Google that.
I mean, like, and that's like the kind of over-the-top villain that...
Who would do it just because he could?
Yeah.
And, like, he clearly did a good job, because how fast did he heal that he just did that?
Right?
Did he do it?
Right?
And that's even worse, because if he didn't do it, that means it's somebody else's next level that can do such...
Yeah. Yeah. I want to know about the society.
I do, too!
Yeah.
I want trading cards of them. I want to know their capers. I want to know it all. I want a secret book that comes out that says, this is what the Icarus Society has done, and you didn't know it. Like, we've been here the whole time, and you didn't know. Screw you, Illuminati. You got nothing on us. Like, that's our training ground, okay? You gotta... That's our Boy Scouts for the Icarus Society. That's what I'm talking about.
Don't they all inhabit the same universe? Like, Magic Order...
Maybe.
Right?
I don't...
Right?
Oh, my God. Okay, I'm going to tell you something off camera. And we will see how you feel about that.
All right.
Like, yeah. You know what? No. If I hit the button on this, will it mute it so that it doesn't pick us up?
No. Yeah.
Okay.
Well,
I'm just going to... You'll take care of this? Okay, thank you, Jeremy. Okay. Okay, that's that face. That's all I wanted. If that's true, I'm gonna lose my mind.
That would be awesome.
I don't even know. I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah.
But man,
That would be...
that.
Yeah.
Sorry about that. Okay, I just had to. I had to.
Yeah.
If that happens,
that'd be awesome.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Best series ever. As you can see, we've read a lot of books that get us excited.
Yep.
This is why, like, going to comic shops is so important. Like, when you get to experience this, like, not just the books, but people that you can share it with, it's about, you know,
important.
community building, all that good stuff. So, hopefully, that's something that you enjoy. And to showcase that, click the thumbs up, like this episode, because we definitely hope that you did.
Yep.
That helps us out tremendously.
Yeah. And subscribe, because we do this every week, and it is usually this decent. So hit the bell.
This decent.
Yeah.
That's the way to do it, though.
Yeah.
Every week, because we're here for you. Absolutely. And do me a favor, check out TerryHuddlestonArt.com. He gave me this sweet shirt. I've literally been like hounding him for years.
Yeah.
Terry, if you guys have seen his work, he's at most of the Comic Cons across the country. Does these amazing pop art pieces. Definitely grab his stuff because bueno. Super dope. So, yes. Until next week.
Toodles.
See ya.